Thank you for joining me for this short little webinar on what do I have to report to SSI DDD and ALTCS. So a couple of things you must report. If you have a trust that has money in it for your loved one, not your general revocable trust that you can change anytime, that's your money to use anytime you want, but if you have a special needs trust for your loved one and there's actually an account open in the name of that trust, you must provide a copy of the trust document and a copy of any and all financial assets that are titled to the trust to SSI if they're receiving SSI benefits, supplemental security income through Social Security, and if they're receiving benefits through DDD or ALTCS, you must provide them with a copy of the trust and all of those financial statements. If that person receives an inheritance and the money is going to end up in a special needs trust or someplace else, or maybe they're going to spend it all, you still have to report that. Social Security rules say that you have 10 days from the end of the month in which the money is received to make your report. So you want to make sure that you do that timely. And the same for ALTCS DDD says 10 days within receipt of the money, you have to make that report. So that's how long you have to do those reports. When you find those U.S. savings bonds you forgot about, you need to report them even if you're going to liquidate them and then go ahead and spend the money. As long as the money's gone within that same month, if it was an inheritance or they got some cash, it should have no impact on their eligibility, but that doesn't mean that it doesn't get reported. So make sure you're honest and upfront. For SSI benefits, if later on it turns out that the person had too much in assets, that is more than $2,000 by the end of the month, it's possible that you're going to end up having to pay money back to SSI because they weren't eligible for that time period. And unfortunately, we see that a lot where somebody forgot to make a report and maybe were only over by a few dollars each and every month, but maybe it was for a year. You have to pay back the SSI that was received from that person because any amount over the $2,000 by the end of the month puts them over the asset limit. So just be really conscientious of any income and assets received and make sure you do your reporting. Usually there's a solution, but you want to be timely in giving information. Thanks so much.